I remember like sitting up at night thinking about like, bro, I am trash. I was going through some of my old pictures the other day and I came across this tweet that Casey posted. Well, the tweet was essentially a screenshot of a DM. Basically, an aspiring filmmakers asked Casey for some filmmaking advice and Casey's posted his reply, and it's probably some of the best filmmaking advice I've ever seen online. And it was a stark reminder to me, as someone who obviously wants to take this hobby, this craft a bit more serious, to essentially focus on the story. I want to share with you guys who might be aspiring filmmakers, aspiring creators, aspiring whatever. If you're passionate about telling stories, I think this tweet or this piece of advice from Casey might be helpful. Casey essentially replies to the aspiring filmmaker with the following advice. General ideology. I don't like filters, color correction, transitions, digital effects, fancy font treatment, or titles. They're not a demonstration of creativity, but something pre-packaged and emblematic of a formal mainstream aesthetic that a lot of younger creators, such as myself, see as aspirational. Aspirational because using easy plugins makes their homemade videos look like what is seen on TV. Use nothing but straight cuts and footage out of the camera. Text is almost always Helvetica, not because I like the font, but because it's default. Expressing creativity using the most basic, accessible methods is the hardest thing to do and the purest. The very best steakhouses serve their fillet, whatever you want to call it, man, on a plate with nothing else. Shitty franchises cover theirs in sauce and other shit to distract you from the fact that you're eating dog food. It's a bit mad, can't lie. This tweet was a well-needed reminder for myself. I've been distracted by social media and what other people are doing on these platforms. And I'm seeing the current landscape of social media and how everyone is trying to do something different, but ending up doing the same thing. And it's quite funny. You know, they say if you want to succeed on social media, you want to edit like this, the speed ramps, the After Effects templates, whatever they are. And as someone who wants to get a bigger following on social media and wants to get more clients, get more people interested, you have to kind of placate to these trends, these edits, these ways of filming, these sounds, these anything. But that ultimately distracts you from why you're doing it in the first place. And it distracted me for a while. I remember like sitting up at night thinking about like, bro, I am trash. God, I don't know how to do these tough edits. I don't know how to use After Effects. I don't know how to use Photoshop even. Even saying that out loud, like I feel ashamed. I'm like, bro, you consider yourself a creator, but you don't know how to use these basic tools. At the end of the day, it's about telling a story, making someone feel a certain type of emotion. And with these videos, I tend to find that although they have the most outlandish and creative edits, you're ultimately just showing a car, or you're showing your desk, or you're showing a tree, whatever it is. You're just dressing it up. What really matters is the story. And it's something I forgot about. And Casey reminded me, and I appreciate Casey for that. He's the reason why I started doing this, why I fell in love with this, and I will continue to create. All this to say is, lately I've felt insecure about my ability as a filmmaker, my ability as an editor, a cinematographer, just because I can't do these cool edits. Damn. But this is how I've been feeling, and to get off my chest, it feels great. And to be honest, guys, I didn't start this social media thing. I didn't start this YouTube video photography thing to make cool edits or, you know, look cool. I've done it to share stories, which is what I've been passionate about since I was as a little kid back in Glasgow in year 2, primary 2, whatever. I've done it to share stories, bro. And as long as I'm sharing stories which are impactful, which make people feel a certain type of way, I feel like I'm doing okay. I don't need to placate to specific ways of editing or specific ways of, you know, doing certain things to make a certain demographic happy. I'm good on my own. This all takes me back to a specific quote which I read the other day, and I think Nipsey said it. It was by an author, I can't remember the name, but it goes something like the unreasonable man, or the reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable man persists in trying to make the world adapt to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. It's kind of hard, I can't lie. But yeah, that's just how I've been feeling. I felt like Casey's advice really helped me get out of this specific mindset and get back to focusing on story and essentially what I'm passionate about. I hope you guys took something away from this video. And if you want to follow me on this journey, I would appreciate if you subscribe, like, comment. It means a lot. Stay tuned, we're just getting started.